Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today taking a look at a Rotom V deck. I had played Rotom V early on when it came out in Lost Origin. It was a solid attacker in and of itself. 190 HP has the V does in scrap short attack for 2 lightning energy. Does 40 damage plus 40 more for each tool that you move from your discard pile to the Lost Zone. So obviously we play a lot of tools in the deck, and you can get up to big damage with it. It has a very useful ability, Instant Charge. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So first turn, you're not attacking. You have to get 2 energies attached, and you can't do it that on turn 1 with this deck. So the way this deck is built, so you instant charge to end your turn, which is fine, right? You're setting up your next turn. Now, since then, we have Rotom VSTAR, which came out. So that's the evolution. It takes it up to 250 HP. Still low, right? These are low numbers for Vs and V-Stars for HP. So that's definitely a minus for the deck for sure. But then you get a small boost in the attack. Scrap Pulse now does, for 2 lightning still, does 80 plus 40 more per tool that you move from the discard pile to the Lost Zone. So 40 more damage, it counts for as if you have 1 more tool in essence. So 40 more, it's fine. The boost in damage isn't huge. The boost in HP can help, but again, it's still on the low side. But what makes it really nice is the V-Star power. Conversion Star. During a turn, you may use this ability, discard any number of cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. So you can discard your whole hand if you want, which I do a lot. I mean, sometimes I've discarded 10 card hands, and then you draw 10 more cards, which is great. Now, you have to be careful when you do moves like that, because I find myself, within a few turns, you're very close to decking out. And obviously you can keep any cards you want, so it's kind of better than research, right? You can get rid of your hand or not, and you draw for it. It obviously depends how many cards you have in hand. You want to use it when you have a big hand, but it is useful. More HP, a little more damage, and the V-Star power is good. So what do we do to have things set up? First, we play Squawkabilly EX. Obviously, this is Paldea Evolve, so this is partly why I'm looking at this deck now. This is a big boost for it with the Squawk and Seize ability. You can only use it on your first turn, but then you could you use it when it's on the bench as an ability. You discard your hand and draw 6 cards. So hopefully you get a hand with a bunch of tools, toss them away, draw 6 cards. It's quite nice for setting up. So just 1 copy. If it's prized, we just have to deal without it. But deck space is tight, as with most decks, and obviously you never want to play more than 1. So 1, I think that's the number I'm happy with. And then we play Galarian Articuno V with the Reconstitute ability. You discard 2 cards and draw 1. Obviously, that's not a good draw engine for the most part, but we want to get tools in the discard pile, so it's good. And it does draw an extra card, so it is of benefit there. Then we do play 2 alternate attackers, so that you have to, navigating the deck can be a bit tricky. Learning the angles takes some work, and I've been playing with the build with a mix of cards. I'm putting 1 Cramorant in the deck, right? Once you have 4 cards in the Lost Zone, it attacks for free for no energy, so it does 110, as you're familiar with Spit Innocently. So it's nice having a single prize attacker, and that you can attack for free. Since the Rotom V takes 2 energy, it is nice having a energy-free attacker. Obviously, you got to get 4 in the Lost Zone, so you can't attack until you've used Rotom V or V-Star's attack to set it up. And then we play a 1/1 Porygon2 line. With Porygon2, it's a stage 1, evolves from Porygon, and it's got garbage attack. It does for 1 energy, and all we play is lightning, so just 1 lightning. But the 1 energy cost is a big plus. It does 20 damage for each tool card in the Lost Zone. So as you get more tools discarded from Rotom V, Porygon2 does get better. I started off with 2 Porygon2s, no Cramorants. Then I ditched the Porygon2, and then tossed into Cramorants. Then now I'm splitting between the 2. I think I want to have the flexibility. The deck works pretty well, but it does run into trouble as things go. So making the right decisions is important. Knowing how many tools to discard, it's not that hard, right? You do have to do the math yourself. Pokemon doesn't calculate that automatically for you. But the issue is that attack turn you're on, plus mapping out your future attacks. Am I going to attack with Rotom V, or the V-Star, which you have to make an educated guess if you're not sure. And then when do you use Cramorant? When do you use Porygon2? Particularly when do you switch those into the mix to get the most benefit? So that's what makes, but that flexibility makes the deck interesting too. Plays 8 Lightning Energy. I've had 9. I kind of would like to get back to 9, but with deck space, I had to cut one. I think I can get by with 8. It's cutting it close. So let's take a look. We play a lot of tools, as you'd expect. We play a lot of these scrolls, single strike scrolls. 2 of this copy of this one, 4 of this one, and there's a third one, right? And 4 of this one, so 4, 8, so 10 single strike scrolls. The reason for that is we play Tower of Darkness, lets you discard a single strike card from hand and draw 2 cards, so you get a scroll in the discard pile hopefully each turn. And it's a bit of a draw engine because otherwise the deck doesn't really have much of a draw engine. You draw 1 with Galarian Articuno V, 2 with Tower of Darkness, but seeing 3 extra cards on a turn isn't bad. Other tools we play which are useful to Bravery Charm. Sometimes we'll obviously to discard, but also it does make the V tankier from 190 to 240, so it takes it out of range for some of those attackers that are targeting that like 220, 230 range. And then 4 EXP share, which I believe gets us to 20 tools, I think. And this is an important, but you'll play this one as well since we take 2 energy to attack. We want to get an EXP share on a Rotom V. At least 1 EXP share gets played, maybe even 2, and may play a Bravery Charm. The scrolls we never want to attach because they provide no value. So what else do we play? 1 Pal Pad to put 2 supporters back in the deck from the discard. 2 Raihan, obviously very good to accelerate those energies to set. If we don't have any energy on our Rotom V to attack the next turn after we've been knocked out and don't have EXP share, then Raihan gets us to accelerate 1 energy and search the deck for any 1 card. Quite nice there. 4% Professor's Research, obviously need that to help set up 1 rope. It's the only switching card we play, so I would prefer a little more switch, but again, deck space is an issue. Playing 2 Serenas, no boss in the deck. Boss could be nice also, but Serena gives the flexibility. You can gust up only a V, and obviously there's EXs and single prizes we can't do. But it does allow us to discard up to 3 cards and then draw till we have 5. So another way to get some tools in the discard pile. So I think we need that to help set up 4 Nest Ball just to get our basic Pokemon in play. 2 Super Rods. I've played it with 1 a lot of the time, but I find I need to get some Pokemon or even possibly energy back because we're discarding aggressively early on. So we need some recovery cards. So I think, and often you get rid of a Super Rod too. That's not uncommon. So a second Super Rod, I think, means most of the time I'll have the energy in Pokemon in the deck that I need. So I think 2 Super Rods is necessary for this deck. 4 Ultra Ball, discard 2, search for Pokemon. Obviously gets us the Pokemon we want, and discards tools as it's tools in the discard hungry this deck. And then Zinnia's Resolve is really good in a deck like this. You discard 2 cards, draw a card for each Pokemon your opponent has in play. So if they have a full bench, you get to draw 6 cards. You've discarded 2 tools along the way. So it works out pretty well. So the deck is a solid deck. It's a bit high roll. It does tend to set up pretty well. It's good at digging through the deck, but it certainly can come up short. You know, it's not going to be the top meta deck, but it's fun to play. So let's see what it can do. All right, I will call heads. Want to go first as an evolution deck. Good, and I can't attack turn 1. I don't think, no matter what happens. I could attack with Squawkabilly, I guess. Turn 1, that is true, and I have done that with the deck. All right, so start a Rotom V, have Squawkabilly. That's nice too. Hopefully Rotom V doesn't get knocked out. A nice set of cards, a decent set of cards, I guess. I'm going to discard Porygon2, but that having the 2 rods helps, gives me the possibility to get it back, right? Playing a 1/1 line of Porygon2 is obviously questionable, but deck space, right? And I know I can play the game without Porygon2, right? And you just need to know if you have access to it as you formulate a game plan. I'll discard the Porygon2, obviously. Still will bench down the Porygon I have, recovery cards. Those 2 Super Rods are important. At this point, I play down waiting for the opponent. Hopefully they make up their mind soon. I'll play the Articuno, play the Squawkabilly, play the Stadium, and then Squawkabilly's ability is what I'll do after that. I'll see what I top deck, of course. Hopefully my opponent starts to move a little quicker here. I don't know if they're just distracted, playing on their phone while they're out and about town, which that's the nice thing with mobile. I mean, like, mobile heats up and it's not good. So I'm not trying to say that the mobile's good, but it gives the option of playing when you're in situations when you're not sitting down in front of the computer focused on it. But it can lead at least to distracted playing in slower turns. All right, so up against the Lost Zone. Hopefully they don't take as long for all their turns down the road. All right, so play. I think I will. No, I'm going to wait on the Stadium. I was thinking, should I use the Stadium now and see 2 cards, but I think I'd rather save it till after Squawkabilly. Save Articuno, save Tower of Darkness. Tower of Darkness could be been used before Squawkabilly. Oh, that's not bad. So get rid of Tower of Darkness. I would like to attach an energy this turn, which looks like it's not going to happen. That makes life awkward. Very awkward. So, so I need to ditch 2 cards. They're not tool cards, of course, but I really do want an energy. I'll get rid of a research. Get rid of Nest Ball. That's not good. All right. Should I attach EXP share, right? There's nothing. Definitely don't want to recover the Porygon2 at this point. No, I'm not going to attach EXP share because this next turn it doesn't provide any value. So see what happens. I could Raihan if I get knocked out. I could attack with what I have now. I'm probably not going to get knocked out. It's not great what's happened here. The play may be to attach energy to the active, attach EXP share to the benched Pokemon. Therefore, well, I'm not sure. I got to think about that. I want to evolve to the V-Star. Yeah, attach energy to the one, attach EXP share to the other Pokemon. That way, if they knock out the Pokemon with energy, and okay, my opponent just didn't do anything. So the game started okay for me. My opponent was slow, and they were AFK for whatever reason. So anyway, not too exciting there. Hopefully we get an actual game this time. All right, like I said, hopefully my opponent is around this time using the global beta coin, probably in the deck box and sleeves. You never know. You can mix and match, of course, as one wishes. And it's not a bad looking coin and such. So heads, I think they won. So we'll see what happens. They may go second. Not preferred, but can make a good turn 1 still. And can set up for a strong turn 2. That's not the starting Pokemon I want, but it is what it is, right? So up against Lost Zone. This is all right. I can access. I guess I access Squawkabilly. I'm probably going to lose both energies then. I have to think about this. Do I want to use... see what I top deck. I have to think about Articuno. Play this down. All right, let me get rid of both tools. Let me get rid of 1 energy, I guess. I could want EXP. If Squawkabilly's prized, then things get awkward. They already are awkward. For sure. So Squawkabilly... I'll use Squawkabilly's here and then see what I draw into. I need to get a Rotom V down for sure. Okay, so not bad. Alright, so I will use Tower of Darkness now because I'm going to discard the hands and I probably want to get rid of... Okay, Rotom V. Nice. Another Rotom V down. Let's see. I have one V-Star. Do I want to thin something from the deck? Probably not. Okay, so... let's think here. So I could EXP share or Bravery Charm. Actually, might want to use those tools, right? What's the tool count in the discard pile? 2. So I attach energy for sure. I'm going to EXP share my other Rotom V. And I'm going to... I'll thin out the deck probably by grabbing something. I still have the Super Rod, right? I have both of them, so yeah. So get rid of the Rotom V just to thin things. I don't need to play it. Oh, what'd I do? That was so stupid on my part. I can't believe that. All right. I got rid of the research, so that was dumber than dumb, wasn't it? Yes, I could not use Ultra Ball there because it got rid of the research. That was a brain-dead play. Yeah. I'm still waking up this morning. That was not smart. I can't believe I did that. I don't know that it mattered at the end of the day. We'll see. It might, of course. I'm seeing less cards. I'm digging less in the deck. That was just a big blunder. But we'll see what happens here. So they started Sableye, so that's their first Lost Zone card. Colorless. They need to hit the pieces to Cramorant. They need to get another Comfy in play to be able to Cramorant. I need to hit Rope though to be able to attack. I think I'm down to. I think I only play one Rope, so that's not ideal. Not ideal at all. All right, let me get a V-Star in play. Then I think I want to research. V-Star because might want to attack with him. Don't use Tower of Darkness to get rid of the scroll. Because there's a good chance I can use it after this, and that's quite nice. Let me attach, play. Oh wait, I should have sequence. I missed sequence, so don't do what I did there. I should have done this before those other plays. Right, because I'm probably going to just use my V-Star power to end my turn, unfortunately. So research is not bad for next turn. Cramorant. I could... I want a V-Star power for 4. I think I just want to... I don't think I do. I'm probably not going to be able to attack, which is the whole point of V-Star powering. All right, so I can get back my Rotom. I can get back some energy, which is good too. I probably need to attach energy to the Galarian Articuno because I need to retreat. So they're going to get their 4th card in the Lost Zone this turn. If they play Rope, the question becomes, what do I send up? I might just send up Cramorant, let him get knocked out. Or I could send up the V-Star, knowing they can't one-shot it. But I think I want to let the Cramorant get knocked out. But that's not going to be an option, probably. So, not great. I will attach to Articuno, I imagine. Yeah, attach to Articuno. Play the Rod. And I'm going to research energy away so I can put both energies back in deck. Because I want one energy in the discard pile for the Raihan play. I'm digging. See, this is what now I'm starting to dig through the deck aggressively. I haven't taken a price. I do have to be careful of decking out as well. What do I do here? I'm just going to end turn here. Oh, I should have Rotom V used his ability. I think, although, you know, I didn't think about it. So I just forgot about it, so it wasn't an intentional move. I'm not playing well here. Sorry about that. Obviously, I'm a bit flustered by the Articuno being stuck in the active. My opponent not being kind enough to knock him out yet. So he does 250, right? Yeah. So he takes out my Rotom VSTAR. So I think I want to send up Rotom V. Now, one of the difficulties that I have here I think I want to get back. I'll grab this too. I assume they're going to knock out some with energy. Let me use the scroll. I wouldn't mind getting another Rotom V down. I don't think I want to bench Articuno again. I could research. I haven't used my research or VSTAR, but I think I want to sit on those. I don't have a ton of cards in deck. So I just need to move one card over. That's the difficulty here. Right, 40, 60, and that doubles it to 120. So that should do it. Now I can't use Cramorant, and a Porygon is doing almost no damage still. So this is why. All right, Serena's nice, so I can take out the Dragonite next turn. That's what I wanted to see. All right, Dragonite can take out either Pokemon, either my Vs. Dragonite can take out any of my cards if they get it set up. They have a lot of cards in hand, right? So I still have a decent sized hand. I've dug through the deck massively. 23 in the discard. Let's see, they have 6 in the discard. So you see the difference of how this card deck digs through. 23 versus 6 in the discard pile. So this deck just turbos, just claws through the deck. Now my opponent's got a slow start. I guess turboing. The setting up wasn't great, right? It's a second switch card. Obviously, I'm paying the price for dropping down to 1 rope. The thing is, though, a second rope is with even two copies of a card in deck. There's a decent chance I still wouldn't have hit it. So Dragonite. I assume they have Mirage Gate. Do they have the Lost Zone cards? They have 7 now. So I assume. I don't think they played Supporter this turn. I don't think. So getting back energies, so they're guaranteed to have the energy. I assume they have Mirage Gate, and they have a lot of cards in hand, and it wouldn't have been smart to promote Dragonite V if they don't. So whatever they do is okay, though. I can knock them out. They could potentially. I'm a little confused by that. They were going to take the knockout there, right? So I'm not sure. Right? I believe they were guaranteed knockout. So anyway, let's try one more game, see if I can actually play intelligently this game. I'm not sure that my brain's focused, but we will see what we can do, right? Got the win, but not in pretty fashion in terms of my gameplay. All right, see what we're up against, and we'll see what happens. Who goes first? The animations for the coin flip need to be sped up. I know some of it's waiting for your opponent, but I think some of it is there's pauses just the way it does things, which I don't think is good. All right, so I go first, which I want. Okay, start Rotom V. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked out. It's a solid, it's an okay set of cards. All right. It's a Chen Pal. See what I'm up against. Okay, I got a scroll like that. Up against Chen Pal. I like that. That's okay. Chen Pal, this is a matchup to test things out too. All right, so I want to get rid of Serena. I think I want to play Porygon and Cramorant. I think I might as well get those guys in play. You know, the problem is I don't know if I need to dig another card with. Oh, okay, so that's unfortunate. All right, so all right, Squawkabilly's prized. So I only play one. I run this risk. So I think I need to get another. So this is not good. So I wish I had my other Ultra Ball. That was a risk I ran by getting rid of the Ultra Ball. I would have liked the other Ultra Ball if I ran into this situation. They shouldn't be knocking me out. I do draw with my ability, so I think I'm just going to do that. Just use my ability, draw 3 cards, you know, and I see one to start. All right, so research, that's what I felt I needed, so good. And if they Iono me, I see 6 cards, so I probably am okay there. Okay, nothing to recover with Rod before I research. What do I have for tool? I have no tools, so I'll get 3 tools. 4, so I do 160 or 200 if I evolve to the V-Star. I still need an extra tool. I didn't get the Articuno V down because I wanted to have a Rotom to attack with, right? See what happens here. If I were to top deck in the XP share, then it leaves me an interesting question of do I attach it or not? Because I want to get it attached, but I need to get that one. But I need one more tool in the discard to get the knockout with the V. So I probably discard the tool because I want to get the knockout. All right, so they played 2 Frigibacks, which is important, right? Because therefore I don't play boss anyway, so I can't gust that up. But okay, so they attached, but they're going to accelerate next turn. Okay, good. So I have all the tools. So I need an energy. I have that. Okay, that's solid. So Stadium, get to draw 2 with it. EXP share is nice, right? So I want to toss down Articuno. Let's just take a quick peek here. I got the stage 2. 1 Raihan, no, 2 Raihan, 1 Raihan. Okay, the way the numbers don't show up until you get over it, I don't like that. You know, I should be able to see that there's 2 of those as soon as I see the card, is what I would say, personally. And I might even want to... let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want a bit Bravery Charm. That's what I'm kind of debating. I don't need it for this turn. If I'm knocked out, then it will be useful. I think I want to fill out my bench. I'll play the Nest Ball. I might need this other Rotom V for the game. I think it's okay to get him down. So I just want to attack now. It's at 220, so I need 6. Wait, what? Oh, oh no, it's the V, not the V-Star. Okay. So I need 6 times 4 is 240. So I need to get rid of 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the 1 is 6. Okay. I miscounted before. I think I was underestimating what I needed. So, but I got what I needed. I could have discarded Bravery Charm, but again, if I get knocked out, the Bravery Charm goes in the discard pile. If they knock out another Pokemon, then I just advance the Rotom V with the energy back on it. I have Raihan. That's nice. Also, I can grab the V-Star with that, I would think. So it's a solid set of cards. It's not bad. I guess it's not bad. Right, Raihan's quite nice. I would like to attach with the V-Star. Just put pressure on them, right? They have they have their back Excalibur. That's really the key thing. I don't know if to play Palkia or not. Let's see what's in the discard pile. Don't know. All right, let's see what they get in play here. No, but Barrel. Okay, well that was nice because they see a full 5 with it. So I have 5 in the discard, which gets me to. Okay, they bumped my stadium. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer, actually. So now I could be in trouble. Well, I have Raihan. I'm going to need, well. So I've got a situation here, right? So I would love to research. Oh, wow. It's awkward. I can grab my stadium, so I'm going to attack with you. So Raihan and so Raihan and I guess I need the V-Star, right? I can't use it. I think I need the V-Star. I mean, the stadium would be nice too. I'm in some trouble is what I'll say at the moment. So I need to use my ability this turn. I see 4 cards. I've got to discard the energies. I wouldn't mind keeping them, but I've got to get rid of them. All right, so what's the damage? So I'm 10 short. That's nice, though. That's nice. All right, so I now can get the knockout this turn. So Articuno comes through. Get rid of both those. Research is a nice card. All right, V-Star. All right, I like that. I'm going to have a hard time attacking. I might not be able to attack. Well, I have Cramorant, right? So, so I need 6 times 4, right? So I need to discard 4. I believe I should be leaving 1 in the 1, 2, 3, 4, and it said I did 280, so max. So I leave 1 in the discard pile still. So that should be exactly what I need. Yep. So down to 2 prizes. I'm playing better here. I'm slow at counting at doing these multiples of 40, but I'm getting all right. So we'll see what happens. So they might just give up a prize this turn. The nice thing, I can attack without moving any cards into the in the lost zone. So what do I have? I have 1 item there. What do I have? I have 10. Oh wait. Oh no, I have 9 tools. So 9. So he would do the Porygon2. Those 180. And my opponent concedes. They were not in a good spot there. So the game went well, all in all. So so the deck, I think 3 for 3 there. One was a no-show. The other, the opponent conceded. I think they still had a decent chance. The last one, my opponent got in a tough spot. So anyway, it's a solid deck. It's a fun deck. I have been playing around with the counts of things. You can try to tweak it out. Energies I've had up to 9, down at 8 now. You definitely keep the Articuno, the Rotom, the Squawkabilly, and then between the Cramorant and the Porygon2, you have flexibility with what you want to do with that. Again, they're more Rotom V is the main one, and then the Cramorant and the Porygon 2 are options. And your opponent knows you have the options too, which does start to make them think things through a little more, which is always a plus. Zinnia is a terrific card. Research you have to have. Raihan, yeah, you got to have that. Serena, I think that's a must. I wouldn't want to drop that. You could put in Boss. You want a lot of scrolls. You want Tower of Darkness. Some more switching cards would be nice. Obviously, I wish Air Balloon was in format or some type of tool that provides retreat. That's a card that would help a deck like this a lot, because then I don't need Escape Rope. I could just drop that and just put the switching tools in, which of course increases damage and gives me the switching option that I need. So that would be, this is the deck to keep in mind and revisit. Well, obviously play it if you want to play it, but then also it's going to get better with as tools come out potentially. So keep in mind Rotom V when more tools come out, and give the deck a try. I think it's fun, and you can win games with it like you saw. Take care.